All right, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM listeners, you already know what to do. We are live worldwide in full effect with the one, the only. We got M.O.U.F of the Monopoly family. How are you doing this evening?
What's good? What's good? How you? What's good, brother?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I hope everything's all well with you on your end with this terrible stuff going on right now, man. 2020 is really kicking our ass.
Yo, man, they said they supposed to lock everything back down again, bro. Like, it's crazy, man.
Hey, I hope it doesn't, man, because I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, we need to get this the COVID-19 stuff like nipped in the butt. We need some concerts back. I'm gonna tell you that for a fact.
Yeah, I'm on the same wave as you, man. I love performing. I love it.
And I love being there watching, man. It's sad not being able to go to a concert, man. There's like just sitting in your house doing nothing. It really fucks up your mental health.
Yeah, man. Like, it gets boring, and you start just doing some dumb shit. Like, it's crazy, man.
But I have to ask you, man, taking you way back to when times were very much simpler for everybody, man. But I gotta ask you, what made you actually decide to get into the music industry?
My brother, when I lived in the Bronx, my brother, he used to DJ, and he used to actually lock me in the room and make me listen to him DJ. So after that, after a while, he didn't have to lock me in the room. He used to be DJing. I used to go in there by myself and just sit there and listen.
That's actually pretty cool, man. Like, so, like, that when he locked you in the room and whatnot, and you actually, were watching him DJ, did you ever consider wanting to be a DJ before you became a hip hop artist?
I just like the music. Like, the music was just good music. Like, I just like the message. Like, that was it. I never really wanted to DJ. I never really wanted to rap. Nothing. I just liked the music. And that was it for me. Like, right there. Like, then after a while, he was rhyming too, being, rapping over the BT, play instrumentals and rap over them. And that's when I start liking it more.
And also, the one thing I wanna ask, because like you have a very unique hip hop name, man. As we already know, it's M.O.U.F. But I want to ask you, how did you get your name, and of course, what does it stand for?
I mean, M.O.U.F stands for Move Over, You Finish.
Hey, man, I like that, man. It's catchy.
Yeah, I got it when I was like 22 years old, 21, 22. I had to do a quick stint upstate. I was locked up in the old timer. We was rhyming in the bathroom, and the old timer was like, "Yo, man, like the way you rhyme, you just say anything, but it's like almost disrespectful, but it sounds good." And he was like, "Yo, you should change your name to Foul Mouth." I'm like, "Nah, I'm not changing my name. I don't even like that." He's like, "I'm telling you, man, the shit fits you, man. I'm telling you." And I'm like, "Nah, I'm not with it." So I called my people, my boys back at home. And I said, "Yo, man, this dude up here said I should change my name to Foul Mouth." They wasn't jacking it neither. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm going to mess with it, see what it do. They was like, "Yeah, see what happens." So from there, I came home using that, and I just was rocking with Foul Mouth, and people was liking it. So when I Googled it, it's a lot of people named Foul Mouth. A lot of guys got that name. So I'm like, I'm going to just cut off the foul and put Mouth, M-O-U-F. And that stayed with me, but the acronym, the breakdown of it, to be honest with you, I was listening to Drake one day, and Drake was like, Drake stands for do right and kill everything. So I'm like, wow, I like that. So I started playing with my name, and I came up with Move Over, You Finish. You know what I mean? And I told people I'm going to use that. Like, I started telling my partners and people I do music with, and they're like, "Yo, that sounds crazy. Yeah, run with it." And that's I locked it in ever since.
And also, you were a member of the Monopoly family. If you don't mind me asking, how did you get connected with the other members? And of course, what's the story behind that amazing group?
John Jiggs is the founder of that group. He when I came home, 2015 off a different bid. I was like, I touched the ground running, meaning that I had so much music and I was everywhere doing show after show after show after show after show. And I ran into him at a show and we talked for a minute, but then he held a competition, like he had through a competition. And I came in second place at the competition, but everybody was mad because they was like, I should have came in first. So after that, Jigs contacted me and was like, "Yo, I'm starting a Long Island movement called Monopoly Family, and I want you to be part of it." It was really supposed to be like a good 10 to 15 Long Island MCs moving as one unit, like the Wu-Tang. So it started like that, but it broke off quick because a lot of people didn't push it like we pushed it. So it just stuck to me, Jigs, and Rockwell. So we was rocking it hard, pushing it hard. And then we grabbed up Nam Nitty because he was moving out here by himself. Like, I knew Nam, I've been rocking with Nam forever. We all knew each other from the music scene. So we grabbed Nam up because he made beats. Also, he's an artist, and he was pushing by himself. So we like, all right, put him with us. We'd be a four-man team, and we'd be unstoppable. And that's how it's been.
And I gotta say, man, you guys are a four-man team. You know, I've had other members of the Monopoly family on the radio station. You guys have phenomenal chemistry. I can see you guys blowing up and going worldwide, man. You guys are four real, like, rugged, raw MCs, man. So I gotta say, keep doing what you're doing, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yeah, but a lot of people that see us perform, man, like, this Corona thing really put a bad block on us. It really, like, put a hold on us because this year we was about to, like, really take off. At the beginning of the year, we had did a show in the Bronx. We did a show in the Bronx, and we tore that show up. So then, after that, we did a show in Manhattan. We tore that show up to the point, it was ridiculous, to the point, whoever was there, I forgot the guy's name, they wanted us to come down to Alabama and open up for Akinelli. The venue held 2,000 people. But the Corona thing hit, and it messed everything up, man. The venue got shut down and, like, really messed us up because from that show in Alabama, we had another show, like, a little further down south after that. So it was really about to take off for us. So it's like, this thing messed everything up, man.
And also, I saw a picture on your Instagram of yourself with Cuba Gooding Jr. If you don't mind me asking, how did you meet him? And, of course, what was he like in person?
Yo, you know what's so crazy? Out here where we at in Long Island, it's a town called Patchogue. It's a big party town. It's a real big party town. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s manager owns a real big mansion, maybe about 2 towns away from here. But the people that own this club they're good friends with Cuba Gooding's manager. So they called the people at the club, which I know, they're my good friends. And they told him, yo, listen, I got Cuba Gooding with me, and we coming down. Can I bring him down? They like, yeah, bring him down. So when they brought him down, the guys that own the club, I know them real well. They called me and said, yo, Mouse, come down here. Cuba Gooding Jr.'s here. I'm like, stop lying, man. Cut it out, man. Hey, what are you doing out here? They said, yo, they took a picture with him. I said, wow, I'm coming down right now, man. And sure enough, he in there by himself, no bodyguards, nothing, running rampant. Word. I'm like, yo, listen, man, I need a picture, man. Like, I was messing with him, calling him Trey from Boys in the Hood. I'm like, Trey, I need a picture, Trey. He hungry. He was like, no doubt. Come on, let's go.
Did he respond back to Trey at all, or we kind of look at you at first and be like, man, you know, you tripping?
Nah, he was good. He was having a ball. Like, when I tell you, he must have took 100 pictures that night.
Oh, damn. Like, I'm going to be honest, not a lot of celebrities really do that as well. Like, you know, not a lot of celebrities really, they'll take a few pictures and a few autographs, and after that they'll start getting pissy. So the fact that he took over 100 pictures and having a ball, man, that's actually, that's pretty dope.
Man, he was in there by himself talking to chicks and chilling, drinking, doing shots. He wasn't on that boozy, you know, like, don't talk to me, I'm who I am. He didn't have no bodyguards, nothing. He was a regular guy. I couldn't even believe it was him. I'm like, yo, am I really taking a picture with Cuba Gooding Jr.? Like, my childhood, like, I watched him on TV, like, you know what I mean, on movies, a lot of movies like that.
And it must be so easy about being out of New York as well, because you can run into a lot of those individuals by walking down the street or something, man. So that's actually really cool, man, that you actually got to meet one of your idols, man.
Yeah, easily, man. He was, when I tell you he was the coolest dude, like, He was like, "Come on, let's do shots. Come on, let's, you know what I mean? Like it was crazy. Like I couldn't even believe it."
And also, back on the music side of things, you were also connected to Minefield Entertainment. I have to ask you, how did you get connected with Minefield? And of course, like, who else is currently signed with them as well?
Oh, that was when I came home. It was me and the guy that was one of my friends that I was a friend with a while ago. It was his. He never took it, like made it like official, and I told him to. But we had our discrepancies, and we both parted our separate ways. You know what I mean? Like there was a lot of discrepancies with that, and people grow apart. So I don't know. The best of luck to him or whatever he's doing, and I'll leave that there, man. You know how that go.
Hey man, most definitely. But also in 2016, you actually released the album titled Broken Silence. I have to ask you, what's the inspiration behind that amazing record? And of course, is it still available to be purchased today?
Yes, everything is on all streaming platforms: Spotify, iTunes, uh, anything, anything that's on streaming. Broken Silence is on there. That album I wrote when I was in jail, man. Like, if you listen to that album straight through without fast forward or anything, you will get the understanding of who I am. Everything on that album is real, was like real stuff.
And I have to ask you, do you currently have any hard copies available of that record? Because I do know it's quite a few years old, but we do have a lot of listeners that still do love the compact disc format.
That's funny you say that, man, because somebody else just asked me that. Somebody else had said that to me and I told them I didn't, because I be feeling like that compact disc or records don't get sold like that. So I stay away. I kind of stay away from them because everybody's streaming.
And also, in 2018, in December of 2018, sorry, you actually performed at the Hip Hop for Tots. I have to ask you, what was that experience like? And of course, by the sounds of it, it sounds like a fundraiser. How can other people get involved if it is a fundraiser?
Oh, Hip Hop for Tots. That's a good friend of mine. KY. He's from he put that together. You can hit him at his Instagram. It's okay. At Instagram at It's Okay. That's his fundraiser. He put that together. It was fun, man. I like doing things for like the kids and for the neighborhood and the community. It's fun. We get to meet a lot of people. You know what I mean?
And also, 1 year later, you were actually named one of the finalists for the 2019 Microphone Master of New York. I have to ask you, what was that experience like, and what was the outcome of the finals?
Wow, I don't even remember that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Oh no, you know what? I think I came in third. I think I came in third. I mean, that was fun too. You know what it is? A lot of them contests is like, I don't know, man. Like, they pick people that's, I don't know. I guess my music is like too raw. Maybe, I don't know.
Hey man, some people don't like the truth, unfortunately, man. And I noticed that if you spit the truth in a lot of your music, and it sounds so terrible to say, not a lot of people will really mess with it, just because the fact is you're spitting facts, and that's one thing I don't like about the music industry, that people cannot handle the truth.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what even at that contest, when I got off the stage, and I think I came in third or second. I think it was third. People were going like spazzing, like, "Yo, how is he not first? Like, how is this guy not first?" And I'm not saying that to down anybody or toot my own horn or saying I'm better than nobody. No, it's just I'm probably one of the least artists still around that perform without my vocals behind it. I don't perform with my vocals. Like I pride myself on that because that's what I grew up on. Like, I watch guys. If you mess up, you got to get back on track. You know what I mean? It's easy to just stand there and just. I watch guys perform and they just be, yeah, yeah. They're not singing their rhyme. They're not singing their rhyme. People come here to see you perform. If you wanted to listen to your song, I would download it, put it in my car, listen to it. I didn't come here for you to stand here with a microphone and just ad-lib your own song. I came here to see you perform. That's what I grew up on, performing. Where I'm from, CI Long Island, we perform. We act a fool on stage. So one thing you will know when you leave, when you wake up the next morning, you will say, yo, I know that guy tore that stage up.
And that's the best way to be, man. Like you said, people come to see you perform, man, and then that's the real facts.
Yeah, a lot of these guys are too worried about showing their Gucci belt, or showing their Gucci sneakers, or their Hermes shirt, or showing their chains. And are you looking at my chains enough? Or do you see what kind of ring I got on? Or that's what, so you can't perform if that's what you're focused on. That means you didn't rehearse. You didn't rehearse your music. You don't take it serious. You just made a song and you want to look good on stage with all your nice clothes and your Gucci belt matching your Gucci sneakers. And that's what you're focused on. Okay, that's cool. Me, I'm not from that era. I'm from an era where I don't care if I got on a white T-shirt and a pair of sneakers and jeans, or if I got on a $1,000 shirt and a $1,000 belt. One thing is for sure, I'm going to sweat it out, and you're going to remember my name when I get off that stage. I don't care what I'm wearing. I don't care what you think I'm wearing, if it's $100 or $1,000, whatever I got on. I am going to sweat it out the same way, and you will remember me on that stage.
And also, on September 11th, you actually dropped the song Thoughts of Her. And I have to ask you, directly after this interview, I'm going to be spinning that song for our worldwide audience. But I have to ask you, what's the story behind that amazing song? That way when our listeners listen to it, they can just catch a feel for it just a little bit more.
I wrote that song with a certain female in mind. And that's how that song goes. You know what I mean? Certain females in mind, and that's my thoughts of her, like of us. You know what I mean? Of me and her together. So that's how I put it down all on paper.
So I have to ask you, M.O.U.F, what's next for you? Is there anything I happened to miss during this interview? Anything else you still want to promote and let our live audience know? We still have you here live on the radio station?
Just look out for more good music, man. If you like good music, I'm Monopoly family, but I also have my own label. I'm doing. I'll probably be dropping a compilation album on my label SBE, Stay Down Entertainment 1120 Incorporated. I got another single about to drop called Around Here. I'm just working, man. I'm just working. That's it. I'm just working. That's it, man. I really wish, like you said, like this whole corona situation would get out of here so we can get back to the performances. Like, I love performing. Like, that's my thing. Like, I love it. Like, if you follow my Instagram at M.O.U.F Music, or my Facebook at Facebook M.O.U.F Music page, if you follow the page, you'll see the performances on there, man. Like, I love performing. I love it. Like, I don't know, like, I thrive off that.
And so, M.O.U.F, this is the time in the interview that I give a chance for the individual that slides into the radio station airwaves. Just a chance to give shoutouts to whomever they want to give shoutouts to. And of course, your social media handles. That way our listeners can follow you and stay updated on everything M.O.U.F if they're not already doing so.
No doubt. Shout out to MJ Connects. That's my homegirl. She good peoples, man. She do her one, too. Keep me on my toes. Shout out to the whole Monopoly family. My brother John Jiggs, Rockwell, Nam Nitty, my manager Digital. You can reach me on social media, Instagram at M.O.U.F Music. That's at M-O-U-F Music. You can hit me on Facebook, M.O.U.F Music page. You can hit me on Twitter, FoulMouth1, FOULMOUF1. You can hit my Bandcamp, you know what I mean, M.O.U.F Music. And we're just working. That's it, man. If you want to do a feature, holla at me. We'll get it done. Holla at my manager. We'll get it done. We'll get to it. Just shout out everybody working, man. That's still true to hip-hop. That like good music, man.
And I gotta say, M.O.U.F, thank you so much for taking the time of your busy evening and coming on Outlaw Radio FM, man. It truthfully was an honor and most definitely a privilege. Most definitely stay safe out there in New York, and I hope down the line we can make this happen again.
Definitely, bro. I got you.
Hey, man, most definitely have yourself a wonderful night, and most definitely be safe.
All right, be good, brother. Appreciate you having me.
You're most certainly welcome, man.
All right.